Hello, Katrin here with European Paper Crafts in the US. Welcome back to my channel. If you are in a mood for spring, this video is for you. I have the prettiest new papers and card toppers for you, also new card concepts, so let's get started. When I looked through my old card magazines, I came across these screen divider cards. And I know they are nothing new. This card magazine that I looked at was at least 7 years old, but I like the idea again because I have this very pretty paper that I will show you in a minute, and there is so much of paper that I wanted to use the paper. And of course, with a card, with the screen divider or Paravant card, you have all these panels that you can decorate. But before I show you what I did here, I want to show you how to make this card because it is so simple. You start out with a piece of 10.5 and by 11 cardstock. I cut it down to 10.5 by 8.5. So I left the 8.5 and then I just cut out a 1/2 inch. So I can then score it in 3 identical panels at 3.5 and 7 inches. And now you have a card that is 3.5 by 8.5, right? So how do you do this feet down here? And I looked, how can I do that? And I played around a little bit because the upper top, of course, you use your punch. So I have these Martha Stewart punches. This is the one that I use. These are all old, you know, and I'm sure you can still find punches. But so that was easy enough. But you could use it like this. You can certainly just make a card like that. But I wanted to have that feet. So I played around with my VR Memory Keeper envelope board. And then once I played around with it, I found there's a very simple way to do it. So you basically have your card like this. Actually, it should be like this. Okay, so now this is where you open it. And now what you do is you turn it around, and then you're gonna line it up with, let me just come closer, with the 1 inch line here, right? And through all 3 you punch through it. Okay, so now you see this, and then you line it again up right here at the end of this punch piece. Let's see if you can see that right here. You line it up where the green punch piece ends, and then what you do is you do it again. And now this is what you have, and the only thing that is left now is you take your pair of scissors and cut out this extra piece, and now you have your feet for all 3. Wasn't that easy? So let me show you again. This is another card I made with a different punch, and again here is the feet. So you can do that with smaller cards, with bigger cards, whatever you have. But if you want to use your 8.5 by 11 cardstock, then you can either try to make 3 panels with the 11 inch side, but like I said, I cut it down to 10.5, so I have 3.5, 3.5, 3.5 panels. So that's how I made these card blanks. And to decorate those cards, you do need paper, because now you have basically 6 card panels. And I left just 1 card panel blank. That's where my message would go. But all the other ones I have decorated with these brand new papers by Paper Boutique. And I have them in my shop, and they are just absolutely gorgeous. So there are different ones, and there is the embellishment pack and then also the paper kit. And the paper kit, let's maybe start with the paper kit. The paper kit, you will see there is a lot of paper in these packs, and that's why I think these cards are just perfect. So you have 36 papers, they're 8 by 8 in 6 designs, and then also 32 die cut toppers in 8 designs. So let's start with the die cut toppers, and let's see, they have all these. So these die cut toppers, they have embellishments, and then they also have greetings or sentiments, and then on the side they have smaller sentiments that they're not die cut, but you can snip them away. But these are die cut, and look how beautiful they are. So you have each of them in here 4 times, and then you have these one, and these are squares, and we have round ones, and then we have all this beautiful paper. See if we can just do a quick flip through. Look how gorgeous these papers are. I mean, they're just spring to me. And because you have so much, you have them all in there several times, you can now understand why I was looking for cards that use up a lot of paper. Now the embellishment pack, which is the matching pack, does not have papers. So this embellishment pack has lots of embellishments, and you have the greetings. So there is pages and pages of just greetings, and then you have these cut aparts, very easy because you just have to cut along the lines. You have borders, you have more cut aparts, so gorgeous. You will see how I use them, and more, and then it starts over. So again, you have lots and lots, 36 sheets in this, also 6 designs. So you could even share that with a friend, because everything is in there 6 times. Now it also comes in the Damask Delights, and look how pretty that is. It's got the purples and the blues and the pinks, just gorgeous. And then we also have the Tranquil Gardens, which is kind of similar to the Vintage Bloom, the color family. So these are brand new, those packs are brand new in my shop. And now let's see what I have created with those pretty papers. So again, this is my first card I want to share with you. So of course the front I have embellished especially. I have the birthday wishes, and then I outlined it with stickers, and I also popped it up a little bit. I used my punch to punch out medallions from this sheet, and of course used the papers that I have. Again, here is one of the papers and one of the cutouts, a pretty butterfly that comes from the butterfly stickers, and then when you open up there is more papers. This all is from the same paper pack, and see how beautifully it coordinates. It is so pretty. And then on the back I just left this paper, and then like I said, I left the back panel white because that's where I want to write my sentiment, but you could certainly write it inside here or just use your name and and embellish all 6 panels. And then you can, or the recipient can just stand it up like this. And I think that is so pretty because you can see it from all sides. So once I made this card, of course, I was on the roll. Here is my next card I made. And same, of course, same papers. The embellishment here comes from a die cut sheet. So let's look at those because they are just as pretty, and I think they fit so perfectly this card. And this is the Happy Birds. Oh my God, I have so many here. So the Happy Birds by Find It, I used to embellish this card. And you know the Find It die cut sheets always have 3 embellishments with lots of layers that you can just punch out. They're all die cut. And I have several in here. Look at these beautiful birdies. And that, of course, is spring. There are so many new beautiful die cut sheets that I have in my shop. I cannot show them to you all, but these are the Happy Birds, and I thought I'm gonna let you take a look at the Happy Birds and use those for these beautiful cards. So yeah, here are my birds sitting in the flowers. I punched out a medallion and then used the papers in different ways. Those little hearts come from the heart borders that I showed to you a couple of weeks ago with my Valentine's videos. And these are just the leftovers that stay behind on the sticker sheet. And of course I used them. And here is a greeting from the embellishment pack. And then inside you can see that there are the heart borders I was talking about. And they come in a 5-pack. I will link them below. And you can see how this middle piece, this is what stays behind here. And you can use them as embellishments. They're so blingy. And of course with love and best wishes. And then here is a butterfly. This actually is from Easy 3D Topper. And yeah, let me see if I can find that. So actually this is not an Easy 3D die cut piece. It comes off this sheet. I'm sorry about that, I didn't remember. But yeah, look at here it is. And this is what I used on my card here. So I used 2 of these embellishments. And then when you open it up, because there are 4 layers for this piece, I used that last butterfly layer and added it right over here. Okay, so here we have the butterfly, and then on the back, and look at this gorgeous paper. I left another panel for my sentiment. So then I of course made another card, and here we have this beautiful snowdrop. And all I did is I used the papers in different ways. I layered them. Bling borders I have in my shop. So this is how they come. These are these peel-off stickers in lines. And they come in different ways. These are the styrofoam ones. They're very glittery. They're called micro glitter. And then of course here are the butterflies that I have been using. In this 5-pack you have purple, silver, pink, gold, and this beautiful sky blue. And then also I have these 2 butterfly sheets in silver and in gold. And I think when you put these butterflies on vellum, and when you adhere them to vellum or to parchment paper, then they become a little more sturdy and you can use them on your cards even better. Now here again, these little hearts we just saw were these leftovers from the heart stickers. This is the small greeting that I cut out from the pack. And now here is the inside of my card. I made a pocket here for this one, and from the leftover papers I made a nice bookmark. And this is a birthday card. More of the butterflies. I mean, you have so many in this 5-pack where there are 5 sheets in it. And then of course the bag. Again, I left my panel, but I used some paper here on this one. So I just love those cards. And when you start making them and you use the papers, it's so pretty. And of course, these paper packs where there is so much paper, it makes sense to me. Now, of course, I had more of these embellishments left from this sheet. So I created a card. Actually, what I did is I created, let's do it like this. I created these clusters. And the way you just do, or I did them, because I love these card candies, these clusters. What I did is I just have a base piece, and this is my big scallop die. And then anything I had, any leftovers, I just added another scallop die in a smaller size. And then different papers, I had a little bit of blink paper. Here is one of these smaller greetings from the pack. And a little bit of washi tape. And then, of course, this pretty flower girl here, the little snowdrop. And here is a cluster. Now, there is another one right here. And basically same thing. You know, different scalloped panels on top of each other. A little bit of blink paper. All your leftovers, basically. Use them up. The With Love is again from this embellishment pack. And I clustered them in a little bit of tulle here to give it more structure and interest. So now when you have these clusters, of course they're very handy when you have gifts. You can just top them, put them on a gift, or you can just add them to a gift bag. But you can of course also make a quick card, right? So here I just have a card blank, put a little bit of paper, a little bit of a strip of glitter paper, and then I can put that here. Here comes my, and here comes my cluster. Yeah, and then same thing with this cluster. Again, I created a card blank just with papers, and just, you can see it's just a white card blank, a little bit of paper strip, and then here would go my cluster. And isn't that just pretty? So I mean, it's perfect for cards, but you can also add it to gifts and to gift bags. Like I said, you can just use it in Happy Mail if you do that, or for scrapbook pages. You can put it in journals. I just love these little clusters, and you use up a lot of your scraps that you have once you created all your cards. And then I also wanted to mention these envelopes. These are just regular business size envelopes. Let's see what they are. So these are 9.5 by 4. 9.5 by 4. I ordered this 50 pack from Amazon, and if I can find it, I'm going to link it below. They come in different colors, and it fits those cards perfectly. See, I mean, they fit in there, and then you even have pretty colored envelopes. I hope you liked my cards. I know this is not the last time I'm going to make these screen divider cards, because they are so awesome to make and so much fun. So you will probably see more in the future. I know you love the papers because they are so pretty. So please leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and if you can, please share this video with your friends and family. It would really help me out. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Please stay or get well, and happy crafting. I'll catch you next time. Bye.